Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Dean and this is Locksmith Services. Now, a bit weird for me because I've not actually filmed in probably about 4 or 5 weeks. Had a boatload of videos ready to go out. However, need to get back on that grind. So today we've arrived at an estate agent job where they've got a traditional Nightlatch that isn't working, and it was a bit of a bizarre one. The agent phoned up, then the landlord phoned up. Turns out the landlord's one of our neighbours. But anyway, blah blah blah, back and forth. We're here now. And it looks like we're just changing a traditional Nightlatch, maybe the cylinder, not too sure. So let's jump out the van, let's go to the door and see what we're working with and get this all sorted so they can securely keep their doors shut and not have to worry. Let's have a look. Right, here's the lock. That's completely loose, only turns one way. I know the latch is fitted the wrong way round, but it's because of the way the door's been. And then oh, that's slipping. That just slipped on me there. Lovely. Okay, let's take that off. I've got the lock here, and yeah, first of all, it's in terrible condition. The latch is all wonky, as you can see. Loose as anything. And I don't know if it's been done purposely, but it looks like it's been cut off the lip that sits on the edge of the door. So it's completely kind of flush as such. So yeah, we'll flip the camera around. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to take a look because I know I'm just here to replace it anyway. So yeah, I'll grab one out and then we'll take a look at this. One. There we go. Nice, yeah, old traditional, but yeah, see what I mean? It's just been cut flush here. Wow, these always have your little lip. So let's cut this out, and then yeah, we'll have to swap the latch round and everything to get it to work properly. But what a piece of junk that's become. To be fair, the door is rotten as anything. It just needs a new door, so I'm going to let them know it's rotting to pieces. And I can't even get it to turn the whole way. Great. I don't have a knife on me, so I'm just going to use my screwdriver because I left my toolbox at the door. Come on. Right. Nice shiny new, yeah, I was going to say, yeah, it's got its lip here. So we might have to cut this flush depending on the situation. So I think that first of all, let's take this back off, flip the latch round so it's going to be the correct way. And then yeah, we'll go from there if we need to go. So yeah, let's crack on. These are the clips where I need to invest in a point of view camera so I can actually film myself do some work without having to do it all one-handed because I've got a camera in my hand. So there's our back plate and there's our spring. So what we're going to do is flip the latch out, flip it round, put it back in, clip the springs back in, and we'll be good to go. So then the latch is the same angle as that. Since the way, well, I'll show you the frame because I haven't showed you the frame on the door yet. So yeah, I'm going to flip this round now. Back in like so. So when you see it, the angle is the opposite way, so they both line up. Oh, there you go. And now we just need to put the spring in, so when we pull our handle and it retracts, it will go back outwards after. So let's get the spring in and then we'll all be good to go. Alright. Perfecto. So we'll get this screw back in. Come on. there we go. So now Nightlatch is the correct, well, the wrong way, but the correct way for this instance. All good. I mean, yeah, it's... I'll give it a bit of an oil just in case, because it did just stop on me there. But yeah. So latch is all on the correct way round now, as you can see, nice and springy. So yeah, let's go fit it on the door. Got this. I bought about 10 of these actually from Homebase before they went bankrupt. So they were doing like 60% off all of their products. So I went in and I persuaded Dad to come with me, and we just bought literally all the night latches, all the 5 levers that were British standard. Rack bolts were on offer, so got a great deal on a load of these. Not just that, but like chrome, got PBS 1 and 2s, and then got a load more in there as well. So yeah, normally I would buy them like night latches. If I was to buy like a new 89 for instance, let's go. Oh, this is bloody moved from driving about. Love that. But for instance, if I put all this back, also Supras, directly from Supras, that's actually a decent price. So my night latches now don't have cylinders with them, because I don't ever use the cylinders really. I normally go for the eras, and then all I do is end up collecting bunches of cylinders like this that I'm rarely going to get round to using. So I buy ones that are just night latch only, and then if they need a cylinder, well, I've got them separate, because the price, it's actually reasonable without having to buy the whole complete set. So anyway, screws we need, night latch need, let's go to the door. For anyone interested that wants to know how much all the parts were from Homebase, it was pretty much cheaper, including VAT, for the locks of what it would have been from one of the major suppliers beginning with D. So that's what I was basing it off. So say, I don't know, say a night latch costs £30. I know they're not, but say they cost £30 on a trade account, it was probably about £27, including the VAT from Homebase, so it would be 30 plus VAT. So it was quite a big saving on all of them. Obviously that's a made up figure because that's not a price of any of them, but just to give you an idea of what I was buying these at. And I mean, anyone could have bought them, you know, customers could have bought them, so there's no reason to hide it or not be honest. You know, if you find things at a good price and stock up on them, you find them. Pretty simple, isn't it? Anyway, let's crack on with the door. And this part is so loose. There we go. That was just left like that. So you question who's fitted it. Yeah. All tight. You join me back where I've had to cut the back of the lock off. So it's right there. So just done a cut down the side. It's actually really neat and tidy. Because of the way it's fitted on the door, so it has to just sit on it rather than loop round it. Because one, it's not been chiselled in, and two, because of that, they've recessed it really far back, so you'd either have to chisel half the door out or you cut it. So yeah, I've cut it. Really irritating, but yeah, that's what we've had to do to get it to work. Let's go back to the door. So this is the hole for the rim cylinder, and as you can see, it's not a circle at all. And the night latch still doesn't fit, it sticks out too far. So what I need to do is get my 32 in, actually make a circular hole, but bring it that way so we can get it flush on the door, and then I can chisel out the frame. But yeah, who has gone to town fitting it like this? That is crazy. And then same for the inside part, like, look at that. Terrible. So it might not even look like any difference to you, but it's been an hour and 15 since I've arrived. I've only just kind of got round to finishing. Absolute ball ache nightmare. One of these jobs where I just wish I said, no, not interested, thanks, but you know, I'm here, crying. Anyway, I'll flip the camera around and show you what I've done. It's the best I can do, but they definitely need a new door. Right, I'll show you the door. So, new keep on, new latch on. And so it is slightly catching, but it's clicking in and holding. But yeah, it's not been fun to do at all, this one. They definitely need a new door. So the job's all done. I don't know if I filmed too much of the actual issues with it, but I'll give you a quick rundown for an explanation. So the previous Nightlatch was just failed and it was an absolute pig. So I knew I had a traditional on board, different brand EL, the old one was a bird, but it's never been recessed in first of all. And whoever drilled the hole for the actual cylinder, as you saw, just didn't actually make a circle. It was a complete mess. So then when putting the new Nightlatch on, it just didn't fit properly. So even if I recessed it in so it sat flush on the door by chiseling some of the door out, it still would have been sticking out too much. So I done what I had the previous one done, where I just cut the little sliver off down the edge so it sits flush, then made the key the hole bigger for the cylinder, so then it sat on the door without touching anything, so it actually fitted when the door closed without hitting on the frame side. And then I had to adjust the keep on the frame side, but that door is rotten to pieces. So I've explained, job's done, you still need a new door, it's terrible. They have a 3 lever on the bottom and they have that. However, I've only been instructed to replace the Nightlatch and nothing else. So yeah, one of them where it's kind of like, whoever's fitted it before has done such a shit job, let's be real, done a terrible job there, and then because of that, you have to work with what you can, and you go away thinking, I could do better, but the mess has already been made, so what can you do? My other option was debating on fitting a EL89, and for anyone asking why I didn't, it's because the frame, because it closes into the frame without a keep, I'd have to then chisel out the frame to make it a square instead of chiseling it, well, leaving it how it is in a sense, because it's cut out for a traditional at the angles. So I didn't want to do too much more, because at the end of the day, they didn't really want to pay for anything in the first place. But anyway, job's all done. Bit of a weird one. Hope you enjoyed. Don't know if the video's gone well or not really. Really could do with getting a camera on a hat so I can record myself a bit better and record what I'm doing, but you know, money. So yeah, until next Wednesday, take it easy.